What's good? It's your boy 2K. Of course, I'm joined my man Bo. This is 3kingsboxing.com, and we in these motherfucking streets.
Yo, we in these streets. Now let's get to it. It's ass whooping time. Let's go. Fuck it. Ain't no time for this shit. Fuck saying hello to the people. Yeah, hi, motherfuckers. Thank y'all for coming here. Let's go. Fuck this shit. Let's get this shit on over with, man. They know what the fuck this is.
As you can see, my man Bo is hype. Man, listen, man. The first question I got for everybody, right? Because I'm monitoring comments, blocking niggas and shit, blocking Canelo fanboys and shit like that. If you got a statement, you know what I'm saying, talking about you with the fight, I had no problem with that. I'm not blocking you for that. But if you're sitting here telling me or saying that people are complaining for no reason, you know, 3 Kings Boxing is a bullshit website is one of the comments I've seen, right? If you're saying stupid shit like that, you get blocked immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing right now. But I'm monitoring these comments. And for everybody that supports this, my first question to you is this a fight you were looking for? Did you ask for this fight? Right? When the WBC, or before the WBC mentioned this, right? When Canelo became undisputed, was your statement after that, hey, man, the nigga should go up to cruiserweight and fight Junior Makabu?
I got a better question. Did you niggas know who Junior Makabu was?
No, they don't know him. The Canelo fanboys, they don't know who Junior Makabu. They don't watch all 17 divisions, right? This is the same reason why niggas was saying Canelo's undisputed run was better than Alexander Usyk's, because they don't know cruiserweight. They don't know any of those guys.
Exactly.
Right? I'll tell you one other thing they didn't fucking know, right? And I'm going to share it. Everybody look at the screen in a minute here. I'm going to share what nobody fucking knew, right? Look at this screen. That right there is also what nobody knew. Now, if you follow 3kingsboxing.com, we published this right after. Literally, it was like a couple hours, right, Bo?
Yes,
after
it was.
Mairis Briedis, the IBF cruiserweight champion, called out Canelo Alvarez and said, hey, just like it says right there, ready for a proper challenge at 200 pounds. This right here, this call out right here, this article is going to be the centerpiece of why picking Junior Makabu is a fucking cherry pick, right? Because Mairis Briedis is a much better fighter than Junior Makabu, right? 10 times better than fucking Junior Makabu. And then on top of that, Mairis Briedis, right, is relatively unknown because motherfuckers don't watch cruiserweight.
Nope.
Right? If he would have chose Mairis Briedis, the Canelo fanboys out there that are saying that the Junior Makabu fight is okay, they would have said the same thing, right, about Mairis Briedis because they don't know who the fuck he is. Right? Let me take this down. I just put the motherfucking clip up. I'll put the clip up. It'll stay right there. Right there. They're going to have the same response, Bo, right?
Exactly.
Oh, man, he could take a lower tier opponent. You know what I'm saying? He fought 4 times in 1 year. Somebody said he had 4 grueling fights. I mean, Avenue Yildirim's not a grueling fight.
No.
Neither was Caleb Plant, really. And neither was Callum Smith. None of those were grueling fights. But I digress, right? He said Canelo had 4 grueling fights. He should be able to take on somebody. No problem, right? Take a tune-up. Well, they would have said the same thing about Mairis Briedis, bro. Because Mairis Briedis, he's sitting at cruiserweight, hasn't fought at 168, hasn't fought at heavyweight. He's been at cruiserweight his whole fucking career.
Yep.
You don't know him, so you would have said the same thing. But see, me and Bo, since we're boxing enthusiasts and we know everything about the sport, and we're also objective boxing enthusiasts, meaning we call out every fucking body, no matter who it is. Why? Because we're not fans of anybody. If you want real fucking content, you come to this channel. You go to this page on Facebook if you want real fucking content and you want real objective opinions supported by facts. They're not opinions, right? They're not opinions where it's just like, our opinions are completely subjective. No, it's objective opinions supported by facts, right? So my opinion to you would have been like, hey, if he would have took this Mairis Briedis challenge instead of Junior fucking Makabu, my opinion to you would have been like, hey, Mairis Briedis is a much better fighter than Junior Makabu. That's my opinion, right?
Exactly.
You could have disagreed with that. No problem. Hell, Africans all over the place would have disagreed with that. The whole motherfucking Republic of Congo would have disagreed with that. Right? No problem with that. But here's how I back it with facts. Mairis Briedis was a member of not one, but two WBSS cruiserweight tournaments in which the best cruiserweights were in the tournament. But where was Makabu during that time?
I think he might have been in his resident area of South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa, Congo, I don't know where the fuck.
Yeah.
No one cares. Right? That's because Makabu was not good enough to be invited to either one of the cruiserweight tournaments. Hell, they invited fucking Tabiti over Makabu.
Andre Tabiti, sure.
Andrew Tabiti, yeah. They invited Andrew Tabiti over fucking Ilunga Makabu. Makabu wasn't good enough to be in the WBSS. Oh, but Mairis Briedis was, right? Another fact that supports my opinion that Briedis is a better fighter than Ilunga Makabu is that Briedis is the toughest fight that Alexander Usyk has ever been in.
Hold on, stop, pause. Now, who is Alexander Usyk, just for those who have memory loss?
Absolutely. Well, to start off, he's 3kingsboxing.com's #2 top 10 fighter in boxing, right? Just start off with that. The next one would be Alexander Usyk isn't he the third undisputed champion in cruiserweight history? Might be the second, right? Vander Holyfield was before him, right? Undisputed champion because he was in the WBSS and all the belts were on the line. Then after that, he moved up to heavyweight. Had a couple heavyweight bouts. Everyone thought he was gonna get knocked out whenever he fought a real heavyweight contender, right? Went and fought the guy with the most accomplishments at heavyweight, and Anthony Joshua beat him easily. So not only is he an undefeated former undisputed cruiserweight champion, but now he's an undefeated unified heavyweight champion. That's who Alexander Usyk is. Yeah, that guy right there, Mairis Briedis gave him his hardest fight in his career. It wasn't Anthony Joshua.
Thank you.
Right? Wasn't Anthony Joshua. It wasn't Murat Gassiev.
No.
It wasn't Derek Chisora. It was this guy right here that you see on the screen, Mairis Briedis, that actually called out Canelo at cruiserweight before Canelo cherry-picked Ilunga Makabu. So that's how a guy like myself, 2K, and my man Bo over here, that's how we state opinions and back them with fucking facts.
Exactly.
Briedis is a much better fighter than Makabu, and he's much more accomplished. And Canelo didn't even respond to this challenge. So how the fuck are you going to tell me that Makabu, right, who hasn't fought since December of 2020. Understand, people, the fight's not happening this month or next month.
Nope.
This is Canelo's comeback fight for 2022. And he's already mentioned that he wants to come back Cinco de Mayo weekend. Everybody knows that, right? Yep. Everybody knows that's his goal, Cinco de Mayo weekend. And then what is that shit in September Mexican 15th. Independence Day or some shit like that? Yeah. Yep. Those are his dates, right? So his next fight is trying to be May of 2022. You can bank on that. This motherfucker will have not fought in a year and 5 months.
So hold on, wait a minute. So he hasn't fought in a year and 5 months. He's not very good.
No, he's terrible.
Okay, is there a picture of Makabu? I'm curious.
Yeah, there is. He got a picture.
Okay, because it says 34, but that motherfucker look every bit of 45.
Mm-hmm.
And when he fights, he looks 55.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at it. Listen, man, this is my problem, right? Everybody clowned and made fun of Floyd Mayweather after he fought Manny Pacquiao and went for Andre Berto and told everybody, hey, I need a break, right? Yep. I fought all these champions coming off wins, by the way. That's the key. Coming off wins, right? Let me get a tune-up. Everybody killed Floyd Mayweather for that, especially Canelo fans. Why? I'm gonna tell you why, Bo. Nigga, I was in San Antonio at that time. San Antonio is AKA Little Mexico. They were killing Floyd Mayweather out there, bro, when they announced the fight with fucking Andre Berto. But it's okay for Canelo to get this tune-up with Ilunga Makabu, a guy that's not even fucking active right now.
Nope.
That probably should have been made emeritus champion by the WBC because of his inactivity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right? Because realistically, Bo, fucking Diabisu Machanu, who just beat fucking what's the boy's name? Vijay Tashenko.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Just beat him. He's the number one contender by the WBC. Him and Alexei Papin should be fighting for the vacant WBC title at cruiserweight right now because Ilunga Makabu has been inactive. He should have been stripped and made emeritus champion.
Yes, sir. or at the very least, he should have been forced to fight Machunu,
yeah,
who won the mandatory status. Right. Now, what I find very interesting is this was strategically planned, and y'all not going to tell me it's not. You know why? This news comes from the WBC during the WBC fucking tournament.
Yep.
And who happened to be at the WBC tournament? Eddie Reynoso.
Yep.
Because he was being celebrated.
Yep. Yep. You got to be kidding me, man.
This is ridiculous.
You got to be fucking kidding me, bro.
Canelo Alvarez is fighting with Antonio Margarito type gloves to stack the deck on his legacy about being the greatest Mexican fighter of all time.
Hey, man, listen, at the end of the day, bro, right? If you didn't hear what we said about Mairis Briedis, please rewind this video. I have the article sitting right here on the fucking page. Why did he not entertain Mairis Briedis?
Yep.
As I said, you guys would have said the same thing about Mairis Briedis that you're saying about Makabu because you fucking idiots don't watch boxing. You follow a boxer. So you would have been like, oh, man, yeah, he could take a tune-up because you don't know who Mairis Briedis is. But he forego the bigger challenge at cruiserweight and took on an inactive champion, bro.
Yep.
This is the biggest cherry. This era sucks, Bo. This era of boxing is fucking garbage, nigga. It's fucking garbage, nigga. Basura, nigga. Because there's a lot of fucking Canelo fans. Basura, nigga.
Basura. I'm going to tell you, and you know what I also hate too? You got niggas that want to tell me, well, he's fighting a guy that has won, you know, a lot of fights. See, that tells me, nigga, you just look at a nigga's record, right?
That's it.
That's all you do. You look at a nigga's record because the guys he's fighting and he's in and he won against, they're fighting niggas 8-1, 6-0, 19-28.
Bro, Ilunga Makabu got knocked out by Tony fucking Bellew.
That's all, and that's all I need to know. That's all a nigga need to know.
It didn't even go 5 rounds, bro. He got knocked out in 3 rounds against Tony Bellew. People say, hey, but 2K, that was in 2016. Nigga, Ilunga Makabu ain't got no better since. Let's go over his motherfucking resume. You know 2K goes over resumes, nigga. Since getting knocked out by Tony Bellew in May of 2016 in the 3rd round, wasn't even close. All right. Bellew did get knocked down in the 1st round, but that's not how it ended. That tells you how bad Bellew. Bellew's not a good fighter, man. Never was. Right? Who was it that fucked Tony Bellew up?
Besides
who
Usyk,
the fuck was it, dog? Adonis Stevenson. That's who it was. Fuck that nigga off.
Yeah, you know what? He sure in the fuck did.
Fuck that boy off, man. Right?
He sure did.
Tony Bellew's claim to fame really was the goddamn David Haye rematch at the end of his career. Not him being the WBC Cruiserweight champion. Because again, you niggas don't watch Cruiserweight. Tony Bellew's claim to fucking fame in boxing was at the end of his career when he beat David Haye in the rematch.
Yep.
That's how bad he is. Tony Bellew sucks. And he knocked out Ilunga Makabu in 2016, right? But let's go through the resumes. You know 2K does that, right? So shortly after getting knocked out by Tony Bellew in the third round in May of 2016, he fights a nigga I can't pronounce this motherfucker's name in South Africa. Nigga's record was 7-11, right? Right after that, he fights another African motherfucker, Musa Ajubu. This dude's record was 28-9-5. Okay, I mean that's kind of journeyman status. Let's see who Musa Ajibu is. God damn it, he ain't even got a motherfucking picture. This motherfucker's picture on BoxRed is a fucking silhouette. Oh, by the way, he had already lost to Duradola, who was Ilunga Makabu's last fight, right? He'd already lost to that guy. Then he lost to Maxim Vlasov. I think Vlasov's the guy that just fought Joe Smith Jr. and got robbed, right? At light heavyweight, right? And then Junior Makabu fights him and knocks him out. By the way, since that, right? Since the two losses before Makabu, he hasn't won a fight since. He's lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fights in a row. That's Musa Ajibu, the Silhouette King. All right, let's go to the next guy. He fights a guy named Taylor Mabika. No, and by the way, you niggas don't know any of these guys.
No.
Right? Another African dude. Let's see who Taylor Mabika is. All right. He was 19-2 with one draw, right? Ilunga Makabu beats him, it looks like he gives him his third loss. But then that nigga has never won a fight since then either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 losses and 1 draw in his last 5 fights after losing to Junior Makabu. All right, let's go to the next guy. Pater Adushuvili. Nigga's record was 10-23 with 3 draws.
Okay, all right, no.
I'm not done. Fuck that. I ain't done yet, nigga. Let's go to the next guy. Georgi Tevdorshvili. His record was 9-28 with 4 draws.
Oh my God.
Are you fucking kidding me? Now he does step it up a little bit, fights Russian dude Dmitry Kudrashov. I know who he is. Okay fighter, not a great one. He's okay. Junior Dorticos knocked him the fuck out early. Before Junior got to him. Yeah, beat the dog shit out of him. So did Duradola, the guy that, again, Junior Makabu last fought. Both of them had already ran through Kudrashov before Junior Makabu got to him. That's not much of a fucking challenge. Let's go to the next guy. And this is his best win on his resume, in my opinion, Alexei Papin. Because Alexei Papin is a hard hitter from Russia, knocks pretty much everybody out, right? And this was supposed to be one of those hard-hitting. It was a fight where you got 2 hard punchers, and somebody was bound to get knocked out. Junior Makabu's fucking chin is suspect. That's another thing, fellas and ladies, by the way. He has a suspect chin. So he will get knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. I guarantee it. He's going to get knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. Okay? But I digress. He's fighting Alexei Papin. He has a majority decision win over him, a fight in which many people thought Papin should have won. Mm-hmm. Then he steps up and fights Mikhail Cieslak. It's another good win for him, right? However, Mikhail Cieslak is a dude from Poland, right? His biggest win was Duradola.
Yep.
Again, the last guy that Junior fought.
Yep.
After that, it was a who's of niggas with whack-ass records, all in Poland. Hadn't fought anybody else. And then there's Duradola. By the way, Cieslak, he got the WBC title, but that was vacant, by the way. Didn't have to be the champion to get it. It was a vacant title. And then he defends it against Duradola. That is Junior Makabu's last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights after getting knocked out by Tony Bellew. Now, you tell me if he's gotten better.
No.
Tony Bellew is actually better than every last one of those 9 guys I named. No. He's better than all of them. Hell, Tony Bellew might be better than all 9 of those motherfuckers in retirement, bro.
Yep.
So you don't get better, right? As Edgar Berlanga, you don't get better fighting guys that are supposed to be way below your competition, right? In this case, you stepped it up. You had a war with the BC Machunu, right? And then he stepped it up to Tony Bellew and got obliterated in 3 rounds. What he should have done is stayed at that level or around that level. Tony Bellew's, like, to me, a solid B level fighter. So he should have been fighting B- level guys to B level fighters from there on out so that he can become a better boxer. You see what I'm saying? But he did not do that. He fought C, D, and F level guys. That's what he did.
Yes, because that nigga has C, D, and F level talent. That's
exactly.
why.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, dog. So, how the fuck is this not a cherry pick when you just heard me run down his last 9 fights after getting knocked out by Tony Bellew? How is this not a cherry pick? Do I need to go to Mairis Briedis? Right?
Don't do him like that, 2K.
I'm gonna fucking do it. I'll go to Mairis Briedis, dog. I already know this shit. Yeah. But I go to Mairis Briedis. Man. I mean, nigga, he had beaten Duradola a long ass time ago. You know what I'm saying? He beat Duradola back when fucking Junior Makabu was getting knocked out by Tony Bellew. It was actually the same month of the same year he beat Duradola. Right? But a year before that, this nigga went to heavyweight, knocked out Manuel Char.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He sure fucking did, dog.
That's why, look, I can just say that right there. That's why Canelo don't want no smoke.
He sure fucking did, dog.
He went to heavyweight, knocked out Manuel Char, man. To put that in perspective, right? Manuel Char had only been knocked out 2 other times. One was Vitaly Klitschko, who knocks out every goddamn body pretty much when he was active, and Alexander Povetkin, who knocked out Dillian White, right? And several other motherfuckers throughout his career. Those are 2 hard-punching heavyweights that had only knocked out Manuel Char before Mairis Briedis, the cruiserweight, did. See? They know this shit, Bo. Right? Then we get to the WBSS. You got Marco Huck, Mike Pettis, Alexander Usyk, right? You got some nigga named Brandon Daslier, right? I know who he is, but he's not that good. Noel Gever, a fight that he actually looked bad in, which should have gave Canelo an idea. Like, hold on, he almost lost to that Noel Gever dude. We'll actually go ahead and take this fight. But I digress because he looked good against Krzysztof Glowacki. Knocked him out in 3 rounds, right?
Sure did.
So that took that away. Then he beats Junior Dorticos. They say majority decision, but that was bullshit. He won by much more than that. Right?
Torres, pay fucking attention, dog. Pay attention to what's being said, man. You talking about who did Sugar Ray Leonard beat for his 5th title? How old was Sugar Ray Leonard? Was he in the prime of his life? Was he in the prime of his career? Did he have any fighters that at that time when he wasn't in his prime knocking on his door like that? Go sit, man. Stop.
Torres. So check this out. He said this one right here. Makabu is younger than when Cotto and Mosley fought Mayweather. Is Makabu fighting on the same level as Cotto and Mosley?
Exactly.
Does Makabu fight on the same level as Cotto and Mosley? Understand, Cotto and Mosley were coming off wins when Mayweather fought them. Mosley was coming off one of the biggest wins of his career. He knocked out Antonio Margarito. Makabu is coming off the biggest layoff of his career. Listen, Tor, I know you are. Be easy,
second tier competition.
Hold on. Be easy, Tor. I know you are. I see you on the web page a lot. Be easy though, bro. asking questions with questions, nigga. Nigga, nigga, you specifically said that Makabu was younger than Cotto and Mosley when Mayweather fought them. My question to you is, I'm not saying you're wrong. My question to you is, was Makabu fighting on the same level as Cotto and Mosley when Mayweather fought them? Because age doesn't matter. What matters is what level they're fighting on, right? Mm-hmm. Bernard Hopkins was a 50-plus-year-old fucking champion. So when the fuck does age matter? George Foreman was a 40-plus-year-old champion. When the fuck did age matter? Was he fighting on the same level as Cotto and Mosley? You know the answer is no. If you keep bullshitting, I'm going to block you. Because you're a Canelo fanboy. I don't fuck with fanboys, nor do I let fanboys fuck with me. At the end of the day, bro, like I said, talking about Charlo, David Benavidez, right? Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, Demetrius Andrade, right? If I hadn't already said that. That doesn't even matter right now. The focal point of this argument is that a better fighter at cruiserweight called out Canelo and everyone laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone laughed.
Everyone, not only did they laugh, they said, yo, why should Canelo go up to 200 pounds? Not only did niggas laugh, y'all was even saying how Canelo shouldn't even go up to 200 pounds. He shouldn't even entertain that shit. That's what motherfuckers was saying. Understand that. Y'all was up here saying that, hey, man, he shouldn't even entertain that. Why should he go up there and fight him? For what reason? He has no more to prove. That's what you niggas said.
Right. My point is everybody laughed, right? No, exactly, bro. He didn't need to go up to cruiserweight, right? Who is Mairis Briedis? We put the article out there. Everybody laughed at that shit. But then Canelo fans are okay with Junior Makabu. Make that make sense. It makes no fucking sense. He said Kudrasov is elite cruiserweight. Go look up Kudrasov again, Torres. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, he is not an elite
Kudrasov is not an elite cruiserweight. Alexei Papin, yes. And it was a close fight that Makabu, a lot of people felt should have lost.
We covered that. We actually covered that when we went over that man's resume.
Right. So go rewind the video and listen again. I just went over his resume. You don't know more boxing than me, Torres. I do this shit every day, 24/7, and I make money off of it. You don't know more boxing than me. He lost to Bellew, nigga.
Got knocked the fuck out.
He got knocked out by Bellew. That's not a fucking advantage. That's not an advantage. He got knocked out. You talk about who he fought as who he beat, motherfucker, not who he got ran over by. It does matter. All right.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead with your point.
Man. Have fun in there, bro. Canelo, dick rider and ball guzzler. I'm done with you, nigga. Go ahead and have fun in there, bro. Go have fun. Don't have too much fun. You get blocked. I don't like dick riders, man. This is why boxing does not give us the fucking fights we want, because promoters know that they could do some bullshit like this, and the dick riders will ride with it no matter what. No matter what, nigga. I want to see the best fight the best. I don't want to see an A-plus fighter, because Canelo's an A-plus fighter in boxing today. And skill-wise, I don't think he's A-plus. I think he's an A-minus. But according to boxing and the landscape that we have today, right, in this era, Canelo's an A-plus fighter, bro. I don't want to see an A-plus fighter fight a bunch of B-level fighters and D-level cherry picks in between. I'm not interested in that. There's other A-level fighters that he could have fought and that he can still fight. Demetrius Andrade is A-level. Now, if you come in here and say Demetrius Andrade sucks, so does Junior Makabu. So does Rocky Fielding.
Even worse. See, you know what I find very interesting? I think my man Dale Davis said it earlier. Now, everybody has always said, well, what is Andrade? And what has Charlo done to fight Canelo? What the fuck has Makabu, who hasn't fought in over a goddamn year, fighting C and D level competition? Fuck did he do?
That is gone. We killed that's been dead for a long time anyway, right? Because Caleb Plant didn't do anything to get the Canelo fight. He didn't do anything more than what fucking Demetrius Andrade did. Actually, Demetrius Andrade's accolades are better than Caleb Plant's. He's a fucking 2-division champion. Caleb Plant's a 1-division champion. Caleb Plant hasn't really fought anybody. If you say Demetrius Andrade hasn't fought anybody, that's fine. But I would submit, and I've already have, and motherfuckers have already agreed because they know that 2K knows more boxing than the majority of these dumb fucks out here, right? Vanez Martirosyan at the time that Demetrius Andrade fought him is better than anybody on Caleb Plant's resume. Anybody. We're not talking about Vanez Martirosyan that moved up to middleweight for the first time of his career and got knocked out by Triple G. He's the first time he moved up to middleweight and he was on a fucking layoff. We're not talking about that Vanez. We're talking about Vanez that was comfortable at 154, that was a boogeyman, that gave Erislan Dilor problems and probably should have won the goddamn fight, right? That Martirosyan, the same one that gave Jermall Charlo problems. That Vanez Martirosyan is better than anybody on Caleb Plant's resume. Yes, he's better than Caleb Truax.
Sure is.
Right?
This nigga here, boy. Yeah, dog. You a rider. You talking about something? Muchuno is elite? Are you serious?
Yeah, he's a rider, man.
He's a rider. Muchuno is elite? Are you serious?
Leave it alone.
Woo!
Just... Now, what he's saying is elite in the division, which I have. This is why I have no problem with that, because when you section off division,
he's elite. I think he's a C-level fighter though. Still.
No. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, he's He's probably a C- level fighter in the sport of boxing. But I see what he's saying. He's talking about in the division at cruiserweight, right? When you section off divisions, the best fighter in the division would be considered the elite in the division. But realistically, he might be a C-level fighter. It just depends on how bad the division is. That's what he's saying, right? Now, I would submit, even at cruiserweight, Muchuno is not an elite level fighter at cruiserweight.
Exactly.
Even at cruiserweight. No, he's not. There's several that are better than Dabisu Muchuno. Several, bro. There's several that are better than Junior Makabu. Honestly, I was waiting on Junior Makabu to actually fight somebody so he can give up that belt. Because you got Lawrence Okoli, right? Mm-hmm. And you got Mairis Briedis. They're looking to unify. Hell, Okoli wants to fight Briedis, right?
Yeah.
But if you throw Makabu in that mix, he loses that belt easily. He gets stopped within 5 rounds to both of those guys.
Makabu loses to Arsen Goulamirian,
WBA,
yeah.
Right.
Yep, he loses to him.
WBA champ. But all of those guys are better than Diabusa Muchuno. If you can't be top 3, you're not elite. If you can't be top 4, you're not elite. Right? So I'm talking about dudes don't know boxing, bro. And that's the problem. But like I said, the centerpiece of this video is why do you skip Mairis Briedis, who has a much better resume, right? This dude in here is talking about resumes and fighters are elite that are not absolutely nowhere near fucking elite. They're not even C-level elite, right?
Yeah.
But you can't tell me, and he ain't answered my question yet about Makabu fighting on the same level as Cotto and Mosley. That question will never get answered because he knows the answer to it, right? And he also won't answer this question. You can't tell me, right? Let me say this. Can you tell me that Ilunga Makabu's resume is better than Mairis Briedis'?
He probably will say, yeah.
So Ilunga Makabu's resume is better than Mairis Briedis'? Is that what that, oh yeah, I'll tell you why, easy means? He said, Canelo is facing Makabu over Briedis because he is franchise champ. So that means he can immediately move up. Who's franchise? Canelo? Franchise where? At 160? What do we care about 160 for? He just became undisputed at 168. We don't care about franchise status at 160. He has the WBC belt at 168. I mean, unless I missed it, this nigga didn't claim franchise at 168.
No, he didn't.
He's franchised at 160, 3 divisions below cruiserweight, but he's WBC champion at 168. That's what he did last. Dude, this shit is insane, man. Let me get to these comments, man. I'm going to read these comments off, Bo. I'm going to read them to you. And I want you to address them head on, man. And I'll say some shit. You know, I'll backdoor and say some shit, bro. But so the first one. This dude fought 3 times in 11 months, and now he can't go after a belt and do what he wants.
Okay. So now he can't go for a belt and do what he wants. All right, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that whole statement. Number one, this is the guy that called him out. This is the best guy that's at the division. Is Mairis Briedis. He's literally cherry picking by fighting the dude that number one. No one asked for this fight. Let's keep that clear. Nobody asked for this fight. He could have fought a motherfucker at 168. Nobody asked for this goddamn fight. But he's doing it because he's trying to stack the deck for his fucking legacy by saying, I'm a 5-division champion by fighting a motherfucking nobody that hasn't fought over a fucking year. That's trash. He's a C-level goddamn fighter. So this is an easy fucking fight for him.
Anybody that
understand that.
Anybody that gets knocked out by Tony Bellew, that's an easy fight, bro. That's an easy fight. And a lot of people are saying, I see somebody said something about Canelo's 5'8", shouldn't be fighting at cruiserweight. Man, Mike Tyson was 5'10", fighting at heavyweight. Stop.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Stop, bro. Knocking out niggas 6'5", 6'6", 6'4".
Yeah. They had that nigga listed at 5'11". I've stood next to Mike Tyson.
I'm taller than Mike.
Yeah, he's not. No.
Yeah. I'm taller than Mike. Mike is 5'10", fighting at heavyweight. Stop, bro. And don't say, oh, there's levels to that. Wait a minute. I thought Canelo was like the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. That's what niggas are saying. There shouldn't be that big of a level difference between Mike Tyson and Canelo. Right? Both are undisputed champions. Both are the top, one of the top pound for pound fighters in their eras. Not too much level difference between those two. I'm not talking about them two fighting. I'm talking about level in their respective eras and their respective divisions and what they've done in boxing. So that's an excellent analogy. Canelo's 5'8" at cruiserweight. Mike Tyson was 5'10" at heavyweight. Nothing wrong with that. Let me find another comment, man. My dude said he's forcing the fighters at 160 to 175 to fight each other, and then he'll fight whoever has the most belts in the division. All those other fighters are just hoping for the Canelo, and there's my motherfucking phrase that'll make my hand go across your goddamn cheekbone. Payday.
Okay, so he's making the guys at 168 and 175 do what?
He said he's making the guys at 160 to 175 fight each other basically with this decision.
Okay, that's not happening right now at 160, so that's not happening at 160.
What I'm curious about is, what do you mean he's making the fighters fight each other with this move right here? Why didn't the Rocky Fielding move make them fight each other? Why didn't the Avni Yildirim move make them fight each other? Why didn't the Caleb Plant, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders move make any of these guys fight each other? What the fuck are you talking about? Any moves that Canelo has made that were devoid, right, of fighting Demetrius Andrade or Jermall Charlo or David Benavidez, none of those moves have made any of those guys fight each other yet.
Yes.
So how is this one all of a sudden going to make that happen? Understand, Jermall Charlo, and we get on his ass no homo all the time. Jermall Charlo is just fighting niggas for money. Jermall Charlo has done, right, what Angel Garcia talked about way back in 2015. Why would we fight a Keith Thurman when we could fight a Rod Selker for $1 million? That's what Jermall Charlo is doing right now.
You know, the fucked up thing was, before this, We was gonna eat Jermall's ass for that bullshit comment he made. Somebody said, "Why would I read comments? I'm rich, man.
Yeah.
What I read comments for?" When they asked him about fighting some David Benavidez, when Benavidez called him a pussy live on TV.
Charlo's still on deck. That motherfucker ain't getting no pass for that shit.
Exactly.
Hell, I ain't getting no fucking pass for that. Like I said, this shit is objective. We get on everybody that's fucking up. We're not fans of nobody. Nobody paying me to be a fucking fan for them. Nobody paying me to be a fucking Torres. Out here sucking dick for free. The hell? Yeah, we was gonna get on Charlo's ass, no homo. But this shit took the cake. So how the fuck Charlo can fight anybody he wants?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he can.
Look at WBC champion. Go to WBC rankings on 3kingsboxing.com. Right? Middleweight. He can fight Jaime Munguia. He's number 1. The nigga can rematch Sergey Devianchenko if he wants. He's number 2. He could fight Chris Eubank Jr. after Eubank Jr.'s next fight if he wants to. Mercedes Selecki, Liam Williams, Esquivio Falco, Hugo Centeno Jr. rematch. Nigga can fight Sam Eggington. Luis Arias just beat Jared Herb. The nigga he just had beef with at Canelo's fight. He could fight Luis Arias. What the fuck are you talking about? He could fight any one of those names I just mentioned over the next 4 fucking years because he only fights twice a year. And get ducats, nigga. Money, guap, greenbacks, millions for fighting nobody.
That's all he cares about. That's why he made that fucking statement. What do you need to read the comments for? I got money. Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's Canelo shit with Ilunga Makabu, nigga. Ain't got shit to do with what the fuck Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez decide to do in the next couple of years. Ain't got shit to do with their fucking decision. Jesus, bro, these niggas are, I tell you, boxing fans, these niggas IQ levels are 75, bro. These are some of the dumbest fucking people you will ever run into, nigga, in life. Boxing fans. Not basketball, not tennis, not football. Hell, nigga, not bowling fans, nigga. Boxing. The dumbest motherfuckers on the planet.
Hey, man, listen, for me, and I'm just going to put it like this, right? Because I see my man Torres, you want to call motherfuckers casuals and all that. All right, man, listen, nigga, whatever. Because whatever we are, you in here and you always on our shit faithfully. Listen, so you already know that's bullshit. All right. So you can miss me with that right there.
Hey, you can come on anytime and get your ass ate up, Torres. Nigga, bro, you tag 3 Kings on every comment you make on our page. And I never answer you. I barely answer you, bro. Barely. Because when you tag 3 Kings Boxing, it goes to me. And I see your comments almost all the time. I barely answer you. And then I see niggas eating you up in the comment section all the time. I always see them eating you up, bro. You don't know shit about boxing, Torres.
Yo, you definitely don't know shit if you're going to sit there and tell me that motherfucking Makabu isn't even.
Look, this is the first time I tune into this loud stuff. Man, get your pussy ass out of here then. It's not the first time you've been on this goddamn page. What question do you want us to answer, you fuckface? What question? What question? What question it is? I'll answer it. I didn't see you ask me no question. Put it again. I'll answer it. Because I know it's something stupid that I can easily debunk. What is it,
you
nigga?
Already answered. You did answer him.
What is franchise answer? Nigga, speak English. What the fuck does that mean? He put, what is franchise answer? What are you talking about? You want me to tell you what franchise champion is? What is franchise champion? Is that what you want me to ask you? Is that what you want me to answer you? Nigga, do you want me to answer? Nobody in here, nobody thinks I'm a casual, bro. You can say that all you want. Nobody thinks I'm a casual. Yeah, I know you have, Andrew. I see you in there killing this dude. JL Davis has been killing your ass, bro. Right? Franchise champion basically is a fucking tag, right? Which they just created a belt whenever Teofimo Lopez defeated Vasyl Lomachenko, and basically said this guy can basically hold, right, undisputed status, right? He doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to be obligated to fight a mandatory challenger. They're leaving that with the actual WBC belt holder, right? And he can move around division to division, still holding the franchise tag. So basically, what this is, honestly, is a gateway to allow motherfuckers to duck mandatory challengers. Oh, and by the way, being franchised doesn't mean you're undisputed, right? Because as I killed your ass before, I told you before, undisputed champion means that the other three major sanctioning bodies have to recognize the all four fucking all four belts, right? As the champion of that particular division. For example, at lightweight, Teofimo Lopez is recognized by the IBF, the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO. He's recognized as only the IBF, WBO, and WBA champion. The IBF, the WBO, and the WBA, all three of those recognize Devin Haney as the WBC champion. That means Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. That means even franchise doesn't make him undisputed. See, the problem with you stupid motherfuckers is you listen to one sanctioning body, but you don't know the real rules to this shit that all four sanctioning bodies agreed to. Ever since February of 2007, Torres, right? Ever since February 2007, the WBO became a major sanctioning body. Since then, you have to be recognized by all four major sanctioning bodies to become undisputed. He said, incorrect. Franchise means he can move up and down without facing challengers. He can skip. I just said that. I just said that. Did you not hear what the fuck I just said? Rewind the video. I specifically said franchise tag allows him to move around, still holding the franchise tag to be able to challenge in other divisions. I just said that. Bro, did I not just say that?
Yeah, you did, man. Yeah, you did. You just said that.
And then I also said right after that, I said it also allows him, basically what this means is he can skip facing mandatory challengers. Exactly, Eric. All these niggas are stupid.
But you know what though? Here's the problem. What I have with his statement. He's saying in order to fight Briedis, he'd have to fight two IBF contenders. No, he does not. He's Canelo Alvarez. No, he doesn't. He's Canelo fucking Alvarez. No, he does not. No, he does not.
Right. Now
he is Canelo Alvarez. No, he doesn't.
Right. Exactly. Canelo doesn't have to follow the rules of what franchise champion says to get a Makabu fight. And it can only be Makabu. With Mairis Briedis calling him out, Canelo is the face of boxing. Canelo is what Floyd Mayweather was last decade.
Exactly.
Right? He could basically say, hey, give me Mairis Briedis. I want to fight him at cruiserweight. Mairis Briedis is going to take the fight immediately because there's big money involved. And Canelo's going to get what he wants because he's the face of boxing.
Yep.
What are you talking about? He doesn't have to follow or adhere to the rules of franchise tag. He doesn't have to adhere to those rules. What are you talking about?
No, he's Canelo Torres. How are you going to tell me that Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing and then say, well, you have to follow? No, he does not. That's the problem you're missing. Canelo Alvarez can fight anybody he wants at any fucking time.
Right.
He does not. The only way what you're saying would apply is if, because the IBF are about their mandatories, correct? So if Briedis had a mandatory, you have a point. He couldn't just fight Canelo.
No, bro. Oh my God. He said not with IBF strictest rules in boxing. Man, the IBF bends as well, bro.
Exactly. Yes, they do.
What are you talking about?
They bent when Terrence Crawford wanted to fight what's the dude's name who with the unified champion from that made him undisputed. Terrence Crawford fought him for undisputed at junior welterweight. I can't think of the guy's name right now. Fuck.
Oh, the nigga that everybody
Ndongo. Right. Julius Ndongo, right? Yeah. Julius Ndongo had a mandatory that he was supposed to fight. The IBF was going to force him to fight the mandatory. And then they said, no, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna bend to the will of boxing. We'll let him go ahead and fight Terrence Crawford undisputed.
He said, okay, so why was Canelo stripped for not facing Derv? What happened right after that? What happened right after that? Did they not give it right back to Canelo? I wouldn't report you for cursing, nigga. This is barbershop talk. You curse all you want.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want here. We're gonna say it back at you.
This is barbershop. There ain't no pussies in this motherfucker, bro. Say what you want to say. But what happened when Canelo got stripped? He popped hot. And what did the WBC do? What did he do? This nigga had clenbuterol in his system. What did the WBC do? Exactly, Andrew. I put that up.
Fuck. That's what's up.
Anyway, man. At the end of the day, bro, right? Let me go back to these. Let me go back to these fucking comments. I could take this one right here. My man Logic. He said Nello fought two best 154 pounders at the time, Trout and Lara. Then top two 160 pounders at the time in GGG Jacobs. Then undisputed at 168. All in their prime. What do you guys say about that, Bo?
Well, okay, you said he fought the two best 154 pounders, Trout and Lara.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he lost to Elislandy Lara myself.
Sure did.
But he got that decision. Now you say he fought the two best 160 pounders, GGG and Jacobs. I didn't know. Jacobs was not the best 160 pounder in my division. Now I'll give you GGG, but Jacobs wasn't the best 160 pounder. Then undisputed 168. Okay, well let's look at the undisputed run at 168. He fought a Callum Smith, who literally lost to John Ryder the fight prior to that, right? Then he fought a Billy Joe Saunders that got his belt by fighting a fucking guy named Shefat. Okay.
Shefat Asufi.
Shefat Asufi. Because Billy Joe Saunders popped hot when he was supposed to have fought Demetrius Andrade. Right? Mm-hmm. Then he fought Callum Smith that fought a nigga that was underwear model body and the good old sweet old wholesome picket fence white boy Mike Lee, and then a motherfucker named Finger Butts.
Picket fence white boy.
And Finger Butts. The best 168 pounder was David Benavidez.
David Benavidez.
That's why Canelo waited till he didn't have that belt to go to fight and become undisputed at 168.
See, it's all relative, right? When you look at this, it's all relative. What he put out there is what people are going to see in the esoteric sense, right? For you dumb niggas on the surface, right? But to understand what this comment really means, you have to know boxing. Sure, what Logic is saying on the surface, he's correct. Partially, there's some things in there that I disagree with, but whatever, I give it to him. He's correct, right? But then when you know boxing, you actually break down the situation of each one of these guys. There's a problem, right? Erislandy Lara, they had to twist the arm of Canelo for him to get in the ring with that guy. Mexican fans had to criticize Canelo. They excoriated this nigga, right? Called him a pussy. You're scared of Erislandy Lara, all of that. Then he said, all right, give me the fight. Because De La Hoya was trying to make James Kirkland, right? And let me get this real quick. Shout out to my Brazil. She put 5 on it. She said, y'all going to learn today. 2K gives facts and slaps when it comes to boxing. Both sprinkle the powder.
My Brazil been on me, though.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's what's up. Appreciate you, baby. But listen, man. Right? They twisted this nigga's arm. Oscar De La Hoya was like, no. We don't want Erislandy. We don't want him. We're trying to get James Kirkland. That's what they're trying to get the fight. Trying to make the fight with at that time. But with the fans calling Canelo a pussy and getting on his ass, he said, give me that fight. He forced Oscar to give him that fight. He gets in the ring and arguably loses that fight. I'm sorry, bro. He lost that fight, man. Right? But I digress. Triple G and Austin Trout, to be quite honest with you guys, are the two fights that I give him the most credit for. Because Austin Trout had just beaten Miguel Cotto, right? But even in that fight, the scorecards are way too fucking wide. Way too wide. Stanley Christodoulou was snorting cocaine, and he was on speed at the same time when he came up with that 118, what was it, 118, 109, some shit like that?
Yeah, exactly.
He was snorting heavy coke, bro. But those are the two fights that I give him credit for. Absolutely. Not Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto was done, man. They say, 2K, how was he done? Well, he fought Sergio Martinez, right? This nigga came into the motherfucking ring in a hover round. 2 fucked up knees, not 1, 2. He was done. Sergio Martinez looked like shit against Martin Murray before that fight. Should have lost in Argentina. Hell, actually, Cotto should have been fighting Martin Murray for the goddamn title. Yeah. Martin Murray beat him in Argentina. Right?
He sure did. He sure did.
He fucking beat him.
Beat him.
So he's over there looking bad against, he's beating niggas like Paul Williams, and then starts looking, and Kelly Pavlik, right? And then starts looking bad at this point in his career against Martin Murray. He was done. Evidence of Cotto being done after he loses to Canelo. Who the fuck does he lose to?
Saddam Ali.
Thank you.
Saddam fucking Ali.
Saddam Ali, bro. I don't give him credit for that Cotto win like that. It was an ordinary win to me. Shane Mosley, ordinary win. Why? Mayweather already beat that ass. So did Pacquiao. When Pacquiao beat the shit out of Shane Mosley, everyone was saying, hey, man, he should retire.
He should retire. He should. Yeah, they sure did say that.
And then here comes Canelo. Right? But Jose Cito Lopez? Funny. Rocky Fielding? Funny. Callum Smith? He actually shouldn't have been fighting Callum Smith. He should have been fighting John Ryder. John Ryder beat Callum Smith.
He sure did.
Ordinary credit. Right? Daniel Jacobs? Daniel Jacobs looked good in one major fight, and that was against Peter Quillen. Well, he looked good against Triple G. I thought he beat Triple G. Yeah. Two major fights. Thought he looked good against Triple G. But Peter Quillen to me was never.
Yeah, he was never that good.
Exactly. Exactly, Bo. Straight trash. Never.
If you hit that nigga hard, that nigga went into retreat mode.
Dmitry Pirog showed you what. I'm sorry, not Dmitry Pirog. I'm sorry. Gabriel Rosado showed you what Peter Quillen was really about. So did Hassan N'Djam and Jickum. Showed you what Peter Quillen was. If fucking Hassan N'Djam and Jickum could just stay on his goddamn feet in that fight, Peter Quillen loses his belt that night, man. What's that other guy's name? Fernando Guerrero, I think his name was. Another guy that made Peter Quillen not look so good. Peter Quillen's been trash.
Yeah.
So Daniel
Andy
Jacobs,
Lee was another one.
Who?
Andy Lee. Remember, he was winning. He was winning, and that's why I say if you pop Peter Quillen hard, he goes in retreat mode. He was all confident and cocky, and when Andy Lee whopped that ass in the 6th round, oh, that nigga was in retreat mode for the rest of the goddamn fight.
Yep. Peter Quillen, right? That's his biggest win. Fights Triple G. I thought he won that fight. And y'all could have been like, man, that tells you right there because Triple G is an A-level fighter. 2K, you're saying that Daniel Jacobs beat Triple G, man. So it's only A plus B equals C. That means he's an A-level fighter too. Nope, because he looked like shit against Sergey Devryanchenko. Nope. Who got trashed by a guy that y'all think is trash in Jermall Charlo. Right? Daniel Jacobs is not a world beater. Ordinary win. Billy Joe Saunders, who did he really fucking beat? Andy Lee's his best win.
Yep.
That's it.
And before anybody say David Lemieux, nope. Billy Joe Saunders told us David Lemieux was a bum. Don't count that as my best win.
Did.
So that's on Billy Joe Saunders for saying that.
Sure did.
Right? Now, let me address one thing that my man Logic is saying. You talking about how these guys got to fight each other. Hold on, dog. Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith was going to fight each other. You know what happened? Canelo Alvarez came to that division. Them niggas said, hold on, wait a minute. They refused. They stopped not fighting each other. David Benavidez has been calling out Callum Smith. David Benavidez has been trying to call out same thing with motherfucking Caleb Plant. Now, the thing that hurt David Benavidez is the fact that the nigga one time with coke and came in overweight.
Right.
All right. But at the end of the fucking day, I wanted all these guys to fight each other. You telling me about some Edson Lara? Edson Lara never had intentions on fighting Demetrius Andrade. You know why I say that? In 2015, Edson Lara put out a tweet telling me something. I told my team, get me the Andrade fight. Merry Christmas. I'm going to put you in the box. Careful what you wish for. Nothing happened. Nigga didn't do shit. Didn't go after him. Didn't nothing. So Edson Lara is another motherfucker that you talking about that really didn't do anything. So when I'm looking at, like you wanted the Makabu. I'm looking at Makabu. When I'm looking at Plant. When I'm looking at Smith. When I'm looking at motherfucking Saunders. None of them niggas tried to make fights with each other. They was all waiting for fucking Canelo Alvarez. So why should all these other motherfuckers y'all telling me do anything outside of the niggas that didn't do nothing to begin with?
Yep. Exactly. So honestly, Canelo's resume is not that good in my opinion. It's the best resume in a shitty era of boxing. That's the bottom line, bro. Put Canelo's resume, the same one, in a different era, it doesn't even we laugh at it.
Yeah.
We're gonna laugh at it.
I understand over here, bro. We get on everybody. Everybody. It don't matter. We get on every fucking body. You fucking up, we gonna eat you. You fucking up, no homo, but we gonna serve your ass up and walk it dry. We have said on this channel constant times how, hey man, Charlo need to go ahead on and fight Andrade. We've said that constantly time.
Jesus Christ. He said this is currently the best era of boxing. Oh no, my God, bro. Hey man, you good, bro. That's it, bro. I'm done. Let me leave that up.
Yeah, yeah, please leave that up. How is this the best era of boxing? Hold on, wait.
You gotta be trolling, dog, at this point, man.
Here's a better question, man. What year was you born? Was you born in the 80s?
Are you look like a little nigga.
I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, are you an 80s or a 90s?
He look like a little nigga, dog. He look like a little nigga, dog.
Yeah, are you an 80s or 90s baby? Or 2000 baby?
Look at, he look like a little nigga, dog.
Yeah, I just need to know, man. What was you born in 2020?
Torres, man, you getting laughed at, bro. Cats is laughing at you, bro. Look at that, man.
This the best era of boxing? No, dog. No, it's not. In what form of fashion is this the best era?
Oh my God! Look, everybody's laughing at you, saying, "What in the fuck, dude?" The Texan said, "Slap yourself, man." Everybody's laughing at you, Tor. Stop, bro.
I understand why it's the best era in boxing, because your favorite fighter is the motherfucker that you like, that you feel is doing the most.
Yeah, he's trolling, bro. Let him troll, man.
Wait a minute. This is the best, highest paid and all. Highest paid, I'll give you. Yeah, this is the best, highest paid, but it's not the best era. You know why it's not the best era? Because Charlo specifically told you how he'll call out Benavidez, see he'll slap him, knock him out, fuck him up. Benavidez called him a pussy on national TV, and this nigga's like, hey man, I'm a middleweight. Now, in what era have you seen where a motherfucker would say that to a Muhammad Ali or a motherfucking Marvin Hagler and not get their ass whooped in the ring? Wait, matter of fact, what era? We had better fights back then, and there was no social media. Niggas wasn't popping off at the mouth, talking about what they would do. There was no social media back then. It's called the four. You say this is the best era. Name me the four kings right now of this era of fucking boxing that compare to the era of the 70s and 80s. And when I say four kings, know what I'm talking about. Name me them niggas. Name me contenders like Ernie motherfucking Shaver, Jimmy motherfucking Young, Query. Name me contenders like these niggas in this era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Texan, man, put that powder on his hand before he slapped himself, dog. That's what my Brazil said.
Overcard. Teofimo Lopez not trying to fight Haney or motherfucking Ryan right now.
Or you getting murdered,
and Davis ain't fighting nobody. Who the fuck is Davis fighting? Davis was about to fight a motherfucking Rolly Romero that was trash.
He's about to fight Isaac Cruz, who hasn't done anything at all. Man,
wait a minute. And Isaac Cruz is a better fight than Rolly Romero. That's the funny part about it.
Isn't that fucked up?
Those are not the 4 kings of this era because they're not fighting each other. The 4 kings fought each other. Pay attention. The 4 kings fought each other. They're not the 4 kings because the niggas didn't fight each other.
Who are the 4 kings? This nigga gonna Google that shit. 4 kings of boxing. Let me check. That's what we gonna do, bro. You getting killed right now, dog. These niggas is eating you up in the chat and in the comment section, bro. YouTube and Facebook. This is ridiculous. Just stop, Tor. You're embarrassing yourself, man.
Ryan Garcia is all fucking depressed.
This nigga said Isaac Cruz beat Thomas Matisse. Oh. What rank is Thomas Matisse? Where is he ranked at? You know what I'm saying? I don't recall adding no Thomas Matisse. I don't recall adding dude to rankings, man. At lightweight. Sure don't. He said it like that nigga's a bad motherfucker. Nigga, he beat Thomas Matisse, yo. Shit, nigga. That's a bad motherfucker. Thomas Matisse. Damn, dog. Shut the fuck up, man. For real. Just shut up, bro. Like I don't want to block you, man. I really don't, man. You're out of control, bro. For real.
Hey, man, the rankings go up to 15. So if he lost and got dropped, then mean nigga.
He's not ranked, bro. I already know this. I do the rankings. Thomas Matisse is not ranked at lightweight, bro. He's not ranked.
No, nigga, I speak because it's my fucking show.
Oh my God, bro. Thomas Matisse. Said it like that motherfucker was like Virgil Ortiz or somebody.
Hey, Felipe Batista, I agree with that. Estrada, Roman Gonzalez, Carlos Cuadras, Rumvisai.
That's a good boxing enthusiast comment right there, Torres.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right
low
there?
key, yeah, those are the 4 kings. Low key, I get.
How's this casual, Rez? Thomas Matisse is a nobody. The fuck are you talking about? How the fuck is this casual? The fuck are you talking about? You probably don't even know any of these motherfuckers that are up on the page right now. You don't even know who they are that are up on the screen.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
My man Logic said, what y'all think of Crawford's run to Undisputed based on opponents as Canelo's? And we talked about that in the last video, Logic. Yeah. I'm not going to go over that in this video. We broke that down piece by piece in the last video before this one. Go check that out, man. Go check that out.
Shit, I'm up here.
Man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'll just say shit, motherfucker. I'm up here mad at Naomi Inoue and motherfucking Nonino Donaire. Motherfucker, Naomi Inoue did all that talking and barking. Joel Casamero is waiting on him.
They should have fought John Real Casamero, bro.
Yeah, John Real Casamero should have fought him, man.
Inoue should have been fought him. Casamero stayed in the United States. Didn't even go back to the Philippines and shit when that fight was. I think that fight was canceled 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
Inoue. And then Inoue pulled Jason Maloney out of his ass and shit, man. I was pissed about that because Inoue is a guy that I've looked at, since he was killing cats at 108.
Exactly.
And I've looked at him and basically said, man, this dude right here is a motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to be a multi-division champion before it's all said and done. I mean, you think he was a multi-division champion in under 10 fights. You know what I'm saying? So, but at this point in time, he signed with Top Rank. And shit's starting to cease.
Yep.
Right? Michael, I think he fought Michael Daz Marinas. That was him, right? His mandatory?
Yeah.
IBF mandatory.
But he could have fought he could have fought Casamero before that, though.
Yeah, he definitely could have fought John Real Casamero.
And then Nonino Donaire, punk ass. You talked about my wife. I'm not fighting you. Man, get your punk ass out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
Man talked about your wife and you just make it.
That's why you fight him.
Exactly.
That's why
you fight him.
Exactly. Let me get to these other comments, man.
Go ahead, man.
This other dude said he said, talking about Canelo and Dudu Makabu, he said, this still a bigger challenge than any 160 to 175 pound fighter is doing. They aren't See, these are dumb niggas, bro. The other dude said he'll fight who over, right? Then this other dude said this is a bigger challenge than any 160, 175 fighter doing. They aren't fighting each other, and he put each other, it's connected as one word. These niggas are stupid, bro. Okay. Example, Charlo even admitta. What the fuck is admitta? I'm not even making this. It's on the page. Example, Charlo even admitta it yet poepl. Poepl. I don't even want to read this shit no more.
Okay, you're saying these guys don't want to fight each other. Who is Makabu look to fight in his own division? Okay, next question. Next statement, 2K.
Makabu's not looking to unify. He's chilling at home. Pandemic been over. What the fuck is he doing? Why did he fight in 2021?
So a 34-year-old D-level fighter is a better challenge than a David Benavidez?
Yeah, that's his logic. Yeah, okay. He thinks that. He believes that.
All right, that's what's up.
Look at my Brazil. He's on the Facebook chat, my Brazil.
Yeah,
a lot of dumb niggas on Facebook. Let me go to this next one. He has all the right when he is a free agent and he co-promote his own fight. So basically, he's saying, yeah, he can take bullshit fights because he's his own promoter. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next one, bro. Oh my God! Somebody else said they didn't believe this was true. It's true, bro.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
This dude right here said no one had a problem having him fight Darrell, a waste of a fight, but don't like him doing a waste stay busy fight to be a 5-division champ. Let them bums fight each other from 160 to 175. He will still be there for the winner. He forces hands, not the other way around. So I'm trying to figure out. He said no one had a problem. He said no one had a problem having him fight Darrell. A waste.
Talking about David Benavidez. If you're talking about David Benavidez, Darrell was the champion.
I don't know who he's talking about, but yeah, David Benavidez was a Meritus champion, and right, Darrell got the WBC off of that technical decision over fucking Yildirbum.
Right. So Darrell was the champion when David Benavidez fought Darrell.
Right.
So he wanted his belt back, so he fought Darrell. So that I don't know where you're coming from with that. So that kills that. What was the other thing he said? He's forcing these guys to fight each other. Okay, we killed that because these guys ain't doing any of that fighting. But here's my question. When this man right here, Mairis Briedis, said what he said, when this nigga right here, Mairis Briedis, said what he said, tell me anybody at cruiserweight right now, after Usyk left, tell me anybody at cruiserweight right now that's making moves for unification right now. Now that Canelo is there, do you think any of them niggas gonna look to unify now? Or you think they're gonna wait to see if they can get a Canelo fight? Because mind you, Mairis Briedis called out Canelo. He didn't call out Lawrence Okoli. He didn't call out RC Goleman. And we can talk about how that's a problem. Because he should have did that too, right? But he called out Canelo because they all want what? They want a bag. Mm-hmm. So do you think them niggas gonna move just like 160 didn't move, just like 175 didn't move, just like 168 didn't move?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
Right. Hey, Earthquake, man, go watch those guys fight. Pappen is okay. He's a one-dimensional fighter. C-Slack is not a good fighter. Don't look at the box records. You see 19-0 and 11-0. Don't do that.
No.
Go watch these guys fight. C-Slack is not a good fighter. Pappen is a one-dimensional heavy hitter. And that's why when they put those two together, Makabu and Pappen, they thought somebody was going to get knocked out. To Makabu's credit, he has a weak chin. He didn't get knocked out. I'll give him credit for that. But he barely won the fight, and it was a fight that people thought he should have lost. Go watch those fights. Don't just look at box work, man. Go watch those fighters and analyze their styles. They're not good fighters, bro.
My man Logic, I like his question. He says, curious.
Put it up.
All right, cool. See if my shit working. All right. Shit slow. He says, curious what you guys think Benavidez is a tough opponent than a more experienced cruiserweight than Makabu. Yes! Yes.
10 times better. Do y'all guys know who Makabu is?
Yeah, according to Torres, niggas elite level.
I hate this question. I don't like this question. Do you guys know who Makabu is?
Oh.
That's my problem. Like, dudes don't watch all 17 divisions. I mean, I respect the question. You're asking. I'm assuming you're asking because you don't know who Makabu is. If that's the case, then fine. I respect that.
Right.
But if you were to tell me that you know who Makabu is, right? If you know who Makabu is, that's a terrible question.
Right. Arab Quick, you said at cruiserweight they rank high for a reason. Okay, so if everybody, all right, so if everybody in the division sucks, you still got to rank these sucky ass motherfuckers, right? So you telling me the top dude that sucks, what is he? He's just a top dude, but he still sucks. So telling me they're ranked high for a reason means absolutely nothing if everybody fucking sucks.
Right.
That's what you're not understanding.
So Paulo Solis Torres, send me a message on Messenger. Y'all can come on the show. I'll eat both of y'all niggas up at the same time. Just me versus you two. Since you want to say we're casuals, we don't know shit about all 17 divisions, right? But y'all do. Come on the show. Torres, right? Torres and Paulo, what the fuck is his nigga name? Paulo Solis.
Paulo Solis.
Send me a fucking message. My Facebook is EJ Will. Send me a message. Y'all can come on the show. I'll eat both of y'all up, both at the same time. Easy work. You pick the topic, since I'm a casual. Any topic. I do this shit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Y'all niggas do this whenever you have free time. I will eat y'all asses up at the same time on this show. You pick the topic.
Y'all motherfuckers really think Makabu is a threat to Canelo Alvarez, man? Like, for real, for real?
Oh, my God, bro.
Y'all really think that, man?
I'm
because
out,
this
bro.
dude said Makabu don't suck, though. Makabu is a C minus level fighter. He's 34, 35 years old, has not fought in over a motherfucking year.
I'm out, bro. This is why I don't do YouTube. This is why right here I don't fucking do YouTube. There's too many dumb motherfuckers on here, bro. Too many dumb motherfuckers on YouTube, bro. Too many dumb motherfuckers on Facebook. Hey, man, this is why I'm done, bro. I can't fuck with these niggas, bro. Y'all won't see a video for a very long time. Too many stupid motherfuckers out here, bro. I have time for this, man. This is easy work. Jermall said the pick come back. They're not going to contact me.
This nigga said Makabu is winning this fight. Really?
You think Makabu's beating Canelo Alvarez? Hey, man, how much money you got? Let's put that bet up, family.
Yeah, for real. I went in on that one. You think Makabu's beating Canelo Alvarez? Most definitely. Yeah.
Put your money up, dog. Please. Hey, put your money up, fam. So I can take that. Bet. Torres, send me a fucking comment. EJ Will is my Facebook. Send me a fucking message. Let me know when you want to come on. I will bring you on and I will eat your ass alive, nigga. No homo. Same as you, Earthquake. Bring your ass on. I will eat all three of you niggas.
Nah, I want to know if you want to take us up on that bet. You said
nobody's beating. Nobody can fuck with me in boxing, and people know this. That's what's up. If we're the dumbest sons of bitches on here, send me a message. This is the fifth time I get this nigga on my Facebook. Let me check my phone. Maybe he sent me something on Messenger, bro. Maybe I'm missing it. It's the fifth time I said, nope, I don't have nothing from Torres on Messenger, bro. EJ Will send me a message telling me you want to come on, and you will be on here on the next show. We can do this shit tomorrow. Send me a message, EJ Will, on Facebook. You can get on here tomorrow and get ate up. Exactly. This is easy work. Canelo about to stop this dude, man. Now, I ain't got to send him the address, Drew. I ain't going to fuck him up. I ain't going to fuck him up like that. Nah, bro. We ain't going to do that to the nigga. We just going to get this motherfucker on the show, and I'm going to eat him up like I've ate up everybody else I put on here, bro.
Hold on, dog. Logic. Logic, your shit not making no sense. This nigga Logic said, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. All right. So, what did this nigga Logic say?
Oh,
Makabu is a cruiserweight champion with 28 fights, 25 knockouts. Benavidez, 168-pounder, who was dropped and taken to 12 by Gavril. Left hook for vacant WBC title. Makabu was knocked the fuck out by Tony fucking Bellew. That should be enough said to you, man, right there.
Like I said, bro, I'm not getting back on here. I'm done, bro. This is why I stopped YouTube in the first place. I'm tired of fucking talking to dumb fucks that don't know shit about nothing, bro. This is why I stopped it in the first place, man. So a lot of people know what's up. Motherfuckers that have been around here for a while, they know what's up, right? But the problem with boxing today are the Torreses, the Earthquakes, the Palo Alto, whatever this nigga name is, right? That's the problem, man. I just told you guys, everybody's still talking about Makabu, but nobody wants to tell me if Makabu's resume is better than Mairis Briedis'. Is it? Is Makabu a better pick than Mairis Briedis? I already told y'all what the whole foundation of this show was about. Mairis Briedis called out Canelo Alvarez before Canelo picked Junior Makabu. Canelo can pick any fight he wants. Any fighter he wants to fight. This nigga can go get a nigga from underneath the overpass, bro, and he fights him. He did it with Rocky Fielding. You know what I'm saying?
Sure did. Hell, you're exactly right.
He can fight anybody he wants. So don't give me this franchise shit, and he has to adhere to the WBC rules in order to get a fight at cruiserweight, and it had to be Makabu. No, Canelo can fight anybody he wants. Earthquake, send me a message, nigga. You can bring your bitch ass on here too. Look at that. Can y'all beat these fighters? Nigga, see, that's what I'm talking about, dog. That's what I'm talking about. So we can't have a fucking opinion as boxing analysts. An opinion can be highly critical or highly praisable. We could say that a fighter sucks really bad. That's our opinion. That's our prerogative. We could say that. Or we could say a fighter's the best fighter anybody's ever seen. Right? But we can't say that according to this dude. If we say somebody sucks, then we have to be in the ring with that guy fighting him. That's what he just said. He said, can y'all beat these fighters that y'all say that suck? In a street fight, yeah, I'll probably fuck a lot of these niggas up in a street fight. Absolutely. Boxing ring, no. I don't box. Not anymore. Was an amateur fighter for years.
Yep.
20 years ago.
I was too.
But in a street fight, yeah, I'll fuck half these motherfuckers. More than half. Absolutely. But what does that matter? I'm giving my fucking opinion on boxing as an analyst. I can say who sucks and I can say who's good as much as I want to. Just like you can. You're saying that Makabu beats Canelo. It's a stupid ass opinion, but it's still your fucking opinion. I'm not telling you, oh, since you think Makabu, who's not good, can beat Canelo, then you're saying that you can beat Canelo. Did I say that, bro? Does that even make sense?
No.
That shit don't even make sense. See how stupid these dudes are, bro? That's why I got off YouTube, man. That's why I got off YouTube. This is going to be the last video for a long time, man. I'm off. I'm sick of this shit. For real, bro. I got time for this shit, man. I'll continue to make my money off the website.
Right, because we don't need YouTube. Like this
we don't need you. This ain't something we need. Y'all niggas want to listen to all them whack ass dudes on YouTube? Be my guest, bro.
For real.
Be my guest.
Whatever.
Have at it, dog. Y'all want to go with how boxing looks? Boxing looks nothing like the 90s, looks nothing like the 80s, looks nothing like the 70s. Hell, looks nothing like the 60s.
This nigga's the best era in boxing.
Right.
Best era in boxing.
Looks nothing like that.
Hold on,
bro.
wait a minute. Best era in boxing, but telling me what niggas need to do.
Right. Right. Best era in boxing, but they're saying that there's several fighters that need to fight each other before you get a chance. What the fuck? But then if that's the case, nah, Jarrell, I'm done, bro. I'm done. Y'all niggas can start your own show. I'll be a guest. I'm done, bro. I'm done with this shit, bro.
Now that's a good. Does Bivol beat Canelo?
It's a good fight, but no.
Yeah, I don't think he beats him, but that's a good fight because I technically sound Bivol is. The difference between him and Canelo is Bivol don't have that aggression in him. And that's it.
Yeah. Nah, Bivol's good. It's a good fight. Stylistically, Bivol's gonna box Canelo, right? Got good ring IQ. But at the end of the day, he's gonna get broken down just like everybody else. And he loses that fight. But it's a good fight.
No problem, Joe. I actually like that fight, man. Eric, who the fuck is 3K, man? What the fuck?
Because he calling you 3K.
No.
Nah, man, these dude, Eric, bro. Eric, you don't understand. He used to be real heavy on YouTube, and this channel used to get a lot of views. It used to be real heavy. But then I started seeing where boxing was going, right? And it was all about fanboying. That's what it was all about.
For real.
So I would come on here with an honest opinion supported by facts, right? Just like my see, and let me say this. You see, this conversation has gone to we don't know what we're talking about, right? By some people, not all, mainly the minority here in the chat, saying that we don't know what we're talking about, right? But at the end of the day, not one fucking person has questioned the validity of the foundation of this video. That's why I kept this fucking article title up on the screen the entire video. So I did this. Why did Canelo ignore Mairis Briedis? Number one. Number two, Torres said the reason why he ignored Mairis Briedis is because he had to, Canelo, the face of boxing now, had to adhere to the WBC's rules for a franchise champion, which is bullshit. Exactly. Right? He said he had to adhere.
That was
to
made
rules.
specifically for Canelo's, and they were bending the rules for him. You know why they bend the rules for him? Because the same Canelo that was not in their rankings and was the WBA regular champion, not super but regular, was allowed to fight for that vacant WBC belt at 168.
Exactly.
So that tells you right there, Canelo don't have to follow the rules.
Right. But Canelo, the face of boxing, had to adhere to what an organization's a sanctioning body who really doesn't have much weight outside of just mandating fighters. Right? If you want to keep your belt, you got to fight the mandatory. But you can just drop the belt and keep fighting. Your money doesn't change. We're in an era where belts really don't fucking matter, right? Cats are still making money without belts. Adrian Broner.
That's very true. Fuck, Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. Right. That's a very good one. Ryan Garcia. Right, what I should have said. Ryan Garcia.
Nigga making so much money, he went and got depressed. Nigga making so much money.
I mean, they're out. You got analysts saying that belts don't fucking matter.
Sure
right?
does. Sure does.
Cats are making money without belts. Belts are we're in an era where it doesn't fucking matter. Right? So you're trying to tell me in an era where belts really don't matter, Canelo had to adhere to the WBC? I can understand if he was the champion at cruiserweight and Makabu was his mandatory and the WBC mandated Makabu and Canelo wanted to be undisputed at cruiserweight, so he adhered to the mandate because he wanted to keep the WBC belt so he could be fucking undisputed. That's when I would understand your statement. But he doesn't have a belt at cruiserweight. He's just moving up to the division. He doesn't have to adhere to the WBC franchise tag rule just to be able to move up to cruiserweight and pick somebody to fight. He doesn't have to do that. So he could have moved up to fucking cruiserweight and picked Mairis Briedis because Mairis Briedis had already called him out right after he beat Caleb Plant. The same night. The same night, he's over there in Riga, Latvia. We don't even know what time it is in Latvia, nigga. And managed to call Canelo out the same night. But Canelo ignored Mairis Briedis, who's a much better fighter than Makabu, and picked Makabu. Logic, none of that matters. Answer my question, dude. We don't care about the other fighters. And I specifically said that earlier in the show. I specifically rewind it. Go back and watch this and rewind it. I said David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, they don't even matter right now. The foundation of this show is, why did he ignore Mairis Briedis and pick Junior Makabu?
Well, they have to matter to them because it strengthens their argument that they have. That's why it has to matter. Because at the end of the day, what you telling me them guys need to do, Makabu hasn't done either. So don't understand that. Who's, you know what? Hey, Logic, who's the more accomplished fighter at cruiserweight, Makabu or Briedis?
That's funny. That's my point. Who is the most skilled fighter at 168? Callum Smith or David Benavidez? Hell, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, or David Benavidez? All three and him. Who was the last standing champion at 160 that would have made Canelo an undisputed champion had he fought him and won? Demetrius Andrade.
Yep.
Fuck Jermall. Fuck him. Forget Jermall. Even though Jermall was the number one contender holding the interim belt for a minute, and then Canelo picked up the franchise tag, which allowed him to skip Jermall Charlo. But fuck him. Forget it. We're not even going to talk about that. I don't care about none of that. I want somebody to tell me how Makabu is a better pick than Mairis Briedis. That's what I want. Somebody tell me that.
He's not, and he's not going to tell you that. That's why the argument and what the comments are shifting the way they're shifting. Because there's nobody that can tell you why Makabu was a better pick than Mairis Briedis. Now, understand something, people. Understand something. And let's get this straight. Is Canelo Alvarez the number one fighter in boxing? Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
We've said this, right? Okay. But the problem that we're proposing to y'all is this. If you don't see this for the bullshit that it is, because my problem is, here's a guy in Mairis Briedis that called out Canelo Alvarez. Canelo said, nah, I'm going to fight Makabu. Okay. Now, you guys are always saying how, just like Logic said and somebody else said, well, these guys need to do something. Okay. What did Makabu do better than Briedis? Where you get to fight Canelo instead of Briedis fighting Canelo? Who called you out?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. See, because at the end of the day, we can all look at any fighter. Billy Joe Saunders. What did Billy Joe Saunders do more than Andrade, who was one fight away from being undisputed for Canelo? He beat Daniel Jacobs, was one fight away from being undisputed, and then Makabu is a better pick for Canelo.
I agree. No. He's saying that.
Stylistically. Okay, all right, yeah, right. Because he listen. Do you know how Canelo moves? Canelo moves to the fights where the chances of him winning are higher in his favor, and he knows that. He definitely knows that. Right. You don't fight a Mairis Briedis. You do fight a Makabu. Hell, you don't even fight a Lawrence Okolie.
Right.
You fight a Makabu over Lawrence Okolie. See? But this guy called him out, but y'all always telling me, hey, that guy needs to do this, that guy needs to do that. Okay, what the fuck did Makabu do where he got the nod over this dude that called him the fuck out? And that's my problem I'm having with this conversation.
So
go ahead.
Logic said, if he's moving up 2 weight classes, I'm not sure you go for the top dog immediately. Wouldn't you test the waters first? What do you think about that?
But it's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is that dude in boxing. Canelo Alvarez is that motherfucker that when he walks into the stadium, he's up on 2 judges' scorecards, 7-0 before the fight starts. You're not going to knock him out. I don't think Mairis Briedis knocks him out.
No.
So you're not going to knock him out. Okay. And Canelo will have his moments because he is that good of a goddamn fighter.
I would agree with Logic if we were talking about Mairis Briedis had the skill like a David Benavidez, right? If he possessed the skill level and the style that would give Canelo hella trouble, I would agree with Logic on that. But Mairis Briedis doesn't. I think Canelo beats Mairis Briedis. I think he does. Enough said there.
It's definitely a good fight. Like,
it's a good fight.
It's definitely a good fight.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight, and Canelo would beat him. Because Mairis Briedis, go back and look at the Noel Gever fight. It was the first fight of the second WBSS that Mairis Briedis ended up winning.
That fight.
Noel Gever beat him, but he got robbed out there in Latvia.
He sure did.
He got robbed. Mairis Briedis is a good fighter, right? I never said Mairis Briedis was a excellent A+ level fighter. Absolutely not. He's a good fighter. He's the best cruiserweight right now. But stylistically, in terms of Canelo, it's a good fight that Canelo wins, even at cruiserweight, because Mairis Briedis isn't that highly skilled of a fighter. He's a much better fighter than Makabu, though. 10 times better than Makabu. If Briedis and Makabu fight, Briedis knocks him out within 5. Probably without barely getting hit. Yeah. Tony Bellew style, bro. So if we were talking about Briedis was an elite level fighter in the sport, I agree. Yeah, you might want to test the waters a bit and not go straight up there.
If we was talking Usyk, yes, nigga, test them waters.
Yeah, test them. Don't. If Usyk was at cruiserweight, definitely don't go up there and face Usyk. We wouldn't. That wouldn't bother us. But Mairis Briedis is not a great fighter. He's a good one. He's not a great fighter.
Mm-mm.
I think he beats him, Joe. You got to look at these fighters, man. You got to compare and contrast styles. Briedis is a good fight. But remember, I just told you, look at that Noel Gever fight, man.
Yep.
That wasn't that long ago. Briedis hasn't changed up his style. He fights the same. Canelo would do everything Noel Gever was doing and better. Exactly. Eric R said, when you're the goods, that what you do, when you're the goods at what you do, you move up for the best. I agree with that.
That's why this dude making the comment about this is the best era is bullshit to me, because that's what guys back then do. Sugar Ray Leonard came out of retirement, went straight for Marvin Hagler. No tune-up. Mm-hmm. All right? He came out of retirement, went straight for motherfucking Marvin Hagler. No fucking tune-up. Fuck that. You don't want no tune-up. You know how many motherfuckers Ezar Charles went up in weight and targeted when he went up in weight?
Mm-hmm.
He went looking for that. Hey, who's the top dog? Bring him here.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So when you tell me this is the best era, no, man. You know, hell, even Terrence Crawford, although he didn't get to fight, but when Terrence Crawford came to 147, he was looking for fucking Keith Thurman. I'll give him that. Right. He was looking for Keith Thurman, because at that time Thurman was a unified champion. He was looking for Keith Thurman. I'll give him that.
Right.
I'll definitely give him that. So.
Right. Yeah, man. Real talk, man. Again, and nobody, this whole video, right? And the video went off on a tangent because we had trolls and shit in here and Canelo ball lickers. We had all them niggas in here, right? A few of them in here.
And when we go live, them niggas will be back.
according to the video, we had 9 of those in here, right? According to the likes and dislikes, we had 9 Canelo ball lickers, right? I mean, these niggas shave Canelo's balls with their tongue. That's how much they lick this nigga's shit, dog. Damn. Hair's coming off the motherfucker.
Shave his balls with their tongue.
Right? It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Oh, man.
Fucking ridiculous. This is all I said, dog, was that Mairis Briedis called him out first. Why didn't he take that fight? I get a whole bunch of bullshit. Makabu's a great fighter. Nobody wants to talk about, you know, Makabu being on a long layoff, right? It's going to be a year and 5 months when the Canelo fight materializes. Nobody wants to talk about that, right? Nobody wants to talk about the greatest call out. All they want to do is talk about how great Makabu is. They're even saying guys like Kudryashov is an elite fighter.
Oh, man.
It is what it is, man. Hey, man, y'all have fun with this shit. I don't know when we go back live. I am out of it, nigga.
Yo, Logic, that's what's up.
That's why I stopped the first time.
Yeah. I just said respect the chat. We
I'll put it
different
up.
opinions, but respect y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but respect y'all for listening to different opinions. Looking forward to the next one. I don't know what next one's gonna be, but
I don't know, bro.
see, that's the thing, man. You know, this is why y'all realize this is the era of beta mailism, right? That's the reason why motherfuckers come in here ball gurgling because they don't like what we saying about their favorite fighter. This is the era of beta mailism.
Yep.
It is. It's the era of beta mailism. That's why if we say something about your favorite, now mind you, them motherfuckers that went after us, what did I say? I said, man, we get on everybody they fuck up. All you gotta do is watch all of our fucking shows. We even went off on Now We Know Him. What that nigga say? He was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say nothing.
No, we can say whatever we want about everybody else that's not the fighter that you're basically in bed with, letting you fuck you from behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. When that nigga's in there and he's got that goddamn lube, right? And he done lubed up your asshole and shit. You done already fucking you done already conceded to him, right? You done already made a commitment. So anybody that fucks with your man, anybody that says anything about your man, he's a casual. He don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, right.
I'm looking at my chat, bro.
Has the nigga sent you a message yet?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he sent me one right now. He sent me one right now. Hold on. Yeah, he texts me right now. Look, he said
What's the little nigga talking about? Best era in boxing. Why? Because we have a bunch of undefeated fighters.
He said this nigga said, "You know who I am? He said, I have the biggest boxing group on Facebook. Nigga, I have a paid website. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, about to say we are a .com company, motherfucker.
I have the biggest boxing group on Facebook.
Yeah, congratulations.
He's asking me to unblock him. Nah, man. Get on the show, man. Get on the show, get ate up, then I'll unblock you. Get on the show, get ate up, and then I'll unblock you.
We are a .com company, motherfucker. Facebook pay motherfuckers like
Right. Know what I might do, bro? What I might do is we go live, right? This is what we might do, Jermall and Corey. I saw what you said earlier. We might go live and make this motherfucker private. So if y'all aren't subscribed to the channel and y'all want to hear the Porter breakdown, subscribe right now. That's the only way you're going to see it. That's the only way you're going to see it. It's going to be a private video for motherfuckers that know boxing. If you're not subscribed, you know boxing, you know who we are, subscribe right now, because videos that we do will probably be private on YouTube. My Brazil said, "Wow, 2K, you know you made beta emotional so-called male day." Right.
Exactly.
But real shit, if you man, listen here. If you want to listen to real boxing talk, objective opinions supported by facts, Subscribe right now because all the videos are going to be private from here on out. Letting y'all know that right now. If you ain't subscribed, then it's going to look like I haven't done shit.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. I've never seen nothing like this, man. Hell, even Pacquiao fans wasn't like this. I've never seen nothing like this.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, bro.
Oh, yeah, Pacquiao fans wasn't even like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Flomo fans wasn't even like this, man. I've never seen nothing like this. This is the best era in boxing.
This nigga Creep crying. Unblock me. Shut up, bitch.
Get
on the show, nigga.
That nigga said Khrushchev isn't elite. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Right.
That nigga said Khrushchev is an elite fighter. Oh, man. Man. Y'all done fucked up today, man. Yeah, man. Even the Wilder fans, man, wasn't acting like this. Y'all motherfucker, even they wasn't acting like this, man. God damn. Oh, man.
Word up. All right, man. We're going to get the fuck up out of here, man. Like I said, I'll say it again. If you guys want to hear that Porter breakdown, all of that, video going to be private. So y'all need to subscribe today. Because only y'all motherfuckers that subscribe, y'all the only ones that's going to hear what we got to say. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. That's word up. Everybody that's in the chat that knows what's up, appreciate y'all motherfuckers for coming by, man. But for the next one, or at least until the next one, we out this bitch.